Hello, Vol Nation. Welcome to another episode of Believe in Tennessee Football. I'm your host, as always, Kyler Kerberson, joined with Reed Bacon. This one is great. We are breaking down a new commit over this past weekend, Marcus Goree Jr. Talking about everything. Before we get into that, y'all, if you're watching, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. Please leave a comment. We love the comments. If you're just listening, rate and review, download, re-download. It helps us so much. Check out our merch, How We Doing Bud t-shirts, orange and white. Link is below so you can get those. Follow us on social media at Believe in Tennessee for our main account, at rbacon26 for Reed, at Kyler Kerberson for myself. But we're breaking down Marcus Goree, why we like him so much, what makes him actually one of the best recruits we've had in a while. So you guys are not going to want to miss this film breakdown. It's going to be great. Let's jump into it.
By the game. Snap. The kick is in the air, and the kick this time is no, sir, Reed. No, sir, Reed. Final score: Tennessee 20, Florida 17. Pandemonium reigns.
Loads up, fires long for the end zone. The pass is going to be caught by Tennessee. Tennessee wins! Caught it by Tennessee. Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch in the end zone on the Hail Mary.
Down at the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. What did he do? All he did was score. Joey Pence, touchdown on play number 1.
All right, so before we jump into the podcast, got to shout out our number one sponsor, betonline.ag. It is the place to go for betting. It is your number one source for betting. They have all the odds, all the team totals, all the parlays that you could ever want, and they cover every sport. You got NFL, you got NBA, you got tennis, you got golf, you got baseball, you got everything you could think of. It is the place to go if you're going to bet on anything and make anything exciting. So for first-time signups, go over to betonline.ag, and for a 50% welcome bonus, use promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, at checkout and receive that 50% welcome bonus. Bet online, where the game starts. All right, welcome in, everybody. Another great podcast, which I always say, same outfit, because we're doing it right after the other one. We're putting out more content. This is just about one dude, Marcus Goree Jr., who just committed to us this past weekend, 4-star safety out of Nashville. So we're just going to break him down and talk to him. But Reed, how we doing, bud?
Fantastic. If you want, I don't even know which one's dropping, or is basketball
I don't
dropping?
know either.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll get the editing done. I might put this one out later, I have a feeling, but
I don't know.
see.
I was kind of wanting this first, but you know what? Who cares? We might do this both on the same day. We don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
So I don't know if you've already heard our basketball or if you haven't heard our basketball, but we broke down the Alabama-Kentucky game. But now, we're talking about Marcus Goree. I'm excited to hear what you think.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to hear what you think because of what I think. So,
I feel like that's a lot of the time, but I will say this: most of the time we're very similar in the way that we think.
Yeah.
So I do feel like we're going to be on the same page here.
All right, we'll see what's up.
So with Marcus Goree,
6'1", 170, Cleveland, Tennessee, not Nashville. So Cleveland, Tennessee is more towards Chattanooga.
Yes.
All right, so we got Tennessee, Auburn. I'm naming big names. I have to say Colorado now because he is a DB. He did take a visit there, and Dion is there.
That is now a big name.
He's got Louisville. He's got Memphis. He's got Michigan. He's got Michigan State, Mississippi State, Notre Dame, Nebraska. I mean, super solid. Pretty solid list.
Yep.
I'm looking at rivals. They have him as a 3-star. I have seen 4-star as well. I've just laid it out there what he is. I'm going to say it right now. I think dude is a stud. I want to hear what you think, and then I'll break it down why.
Yes, I think dude is also a stud. And he is a stud because he makes plays that aren't because he's an athlete. That's what makes him a fucking stud. That's what makes it to where I really like him, because he's making plays because of his mind, because he's smart, because he reads the play, because he understands what's about to happen. Not because he's a freak, not because he's out there like, 6'2", 200 pounds, can jump out the roof, runs a 4.3. Like, that's not why he's making the plays. That's not to say he's not athletic. Go ahead, Reed.
You see, the past 2 years we've broken down films. You see guys that are freak athletes that make them good at football. You have guys who are just good football players, and then the athleticism might not be where they need. This guy has both. He's a good athlete, and he's a good football player, which can be very deadly.
Yeah. So I'm watching, and immediately what I see is patience as a DB, not just attacking something. He waits, he feels it out, and then his ability to read the quarterbacks, to read the play as it happens, to understand, oh, he's throwing a pump fake to the flat. I'm going to stay back. I'm not going to go forward. I'm going to stay back. I'm going to stay balanced. I'm going to get a pick on this deep ball that's coming. He watches the wide receiver and how he approaches him. Is it going to be a block, or is he running a route? He realizes it's a block. He rushes at him, puts his hands on him, gets to the outside. There's a receiver coming up, looks inside before he takes his slant. What does our boy do? Sticks his foot in the ground, takes off, and lays the wood on him before the quarterback gets the ball there. There's just play after play after play where it is being smart on the football field. It's not because I am this amazing. It's literally like he is watching, he is understanding, he is learning as he goes. There's one that is probably a quarter of the way through his junior highlights. They're down at the end zone, about 10-yard line. He's in like a star position. They snap the ball. They're in zone. He puts his heels right to the goal line. He's got a guy in the slot running an out route. He bumps him over to the other zone. Another guy running a dig behind. He stays with him, bumps into the other zone. So he bumps off two guys to other zones, then realizes there's nobody left but this running back who came out of the flat, and starts immediately beelining for him. Quarterback has nowhere else to go, throws it to him. He makes a huge hit, and it's just like, dude, you just did everything perfect. You literally just did everything perfect in that play. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. You didn't leave any of your teammates out to dry. You helped them with the pass-offs, and then you went up and made a play, and you made it instinctively. It drives me up a wall when guys like just sit back there in zone. It's like you only had two guys on your side of the field. As soon as you see both of them get into other zones and out of your space, what else is left for you back there? There's one guy who's wide open. Do you want to try and make an open field tackle? Because that's the worst possible scenario you could be in. It's like, go get up on him. Make it to where it's difficult for him, not you. And I just love it. He was able to attack. He attacked immediately. There was just multiple plays where he sees it, he does what he's supposed to do, and his athleticism brings him there. Also, multiple plays, outside leverage. Those runs, he comes up from a safety position. He comes up from a star position. He in no way lets anybody get outside of him. He's a blitzer sometimes on the outside. There's nobody getting outside of him. He's going to either make the tackle or they're going inside. And we harp on it literally all the time about DBs letting people outside or not having the leverage that they're supposed to have on the outsides. So I absolutely loved his film. I thought it was great. I think we played Bradley Central, which is where he went, in a scrimmage or something like that. And they're a pretty good team, if I remember correctly. I don't know about the competition that they're in, but I really like him, and I feel like he could play a safety or a star position for us, either one. But I want to hear what you, the DB, has to say.
Well, I feel like there's times where you can be a little bit more hard on these guys, which is, understandable. I mean, you're the one that all SEC player and coming out 4-star, tons of offers. So I get it. Sometimes it might take a little bit more to impress you. And I don't mean this to be product of the moment. I really don't think this is product of a moment. I feel like I have a pretty good memory when it comes to this stuff and thinking on the ones that I've watched that I like and ones that I maybe don't like. This is one of my favorite, if not the best, DB film that I've watched in the past 2 years. And that is, we love Jack. We love Jack. I loved Jordan Matthews.
Ricky Gibson.
I love Ricky. I loved Squirrels highlights. I've loved who else? There was all the linebackers. I pretty much loved all the linebackers. There was one other one. Oh, D. Williams. I thought he was coming up and cracking. But freaking Marcus. I just said so many names that I almost forgot. Freaking Marcus is literally on this film. He is Jack. He is John Slaughter. He is Jordan Matthews, and he's Ricky all in one. Now, I'm not saying that he's better than all those guys. I'm saying Jordan. I love Jordan because I said Jordan's probably one of the best pure corners, hip turns, feet that I've seen. Literally, like shut down corner. And I still, as a shutdown corner, Marcus is a safety / rover that he puts, and that's what he does. And
those are two different skill sets.
Right. And so I like that he put that he's a rover in here because he does play that kind of strong safety star position. So I'm just saying that everything he does, he took a piece of one of those other guys. He lays the wood like John and Jack. He plays fast like Jack. He's got good feet and hips like Jordan. He's got the good zone awareness and the good ball skills and the good tackling like Ricky. I'm telling you, Tyler, this is a joke of watching him. Now, and like I said, he's athletic. He's not overly athletic, but, bro, ain't nobody outrunning him on here. People are not getting around him. I love I love everything about the game. He doesn't take wasted steps. He's good in the open field at tackling. He reads stuff quickly and shoots his gun. And when he shoots his gun, he goes up and makes a big hit, which lodges the ball. He goes up and tackles. He gives great effort. One play, so if you're watching on YouTube, here's the middle of the field and the ball. He's lined up over here. They run it this way. He makes the tackle. And it wasn't even like he didn't make the tackle 25 yards downfield. He made it 6 yards downfield because the outside linebacker and corner and safety on this side couldn't make it. So he made it. Then there's one where he rushes off the edge on the right side and it comes up underneath him and he runs it all the way down 30 yards down the field. So it's like I said, everything, effort, tackling, hitting, quality, ball skills. When he gets the ball in his hands, make something happen. I think the first
speed he showed once he had it.
I feel like on here, the first one he got, he house calls.
Yeah.
Like how he comes up and either he takes on a block and sheds it, or if someone blocks him, it just looks like literally if he doesn't say if you're coming up and he doesn't hit and disengage, they'll just try to block him. It's like it doesn't affect him. It's like it really doesn't knock him off his map. Like he's smooth.
Yeah.
Like I said, he does a little bit of everything, whether it's coming off the edge, making the backside tackle, just because he's fast, good, like taking a good angle, like not taking false steps, like literally like one of these where it's like, hypothetically, if you're watching a football game, college football or high school football, or whatever, and maybe they do a read option and they hand it, and sometimes that backside outside linebacker that they were reading or the defense end so fast, like a Von Miller or somebody can chase backside.
Yeah.
You see him do that. Like, the first play that he picks, he's playing safety and they try to run a little fake bubble screen and the guy's blocking. He turns it up to the wheel. I wanted to give him credit for looking at it with his eyes. I think he was watching the quarterback the whole time because I watched it multiple times. It doesn't look like he ever cut. Now, I don't know for sure if he was really peeking it, but the fact that they tried to do something like that to catch him and some happens a lot. You're going to catch. If Heupel can catch Division I SEC players sleeping, I guarantee these high school coaches are catching these high school DBs sleeping a lot, and he picks it off.
What I love about that play and some further plays too, his balance, the way he keeps his balance, and he keeps an open hip. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? To where
Yes.
if he needed to, he could go down to that bubble.
Right.
But
yeah.
he can also help across. And instead of quarterback turns looks, instead of I'm also looking where the quarterback is and I'm attacking that region, he stays on quarterback and just shuffles that direction. Just goes in that. That's what safety should do. You are the last guy. There's no, don't go. Hey, chill, bro. Let somebody else make the tackle. Stay back there. And he does that. Great patience, great awareness of what's going on. I thought there were times like when the ball was getting to the outside and he was the one making the tackle and it's open field, just like gather steps, coming up square, coming up with a good base, and then being able to
so under control, so athletic,
so under control, and then being able to make that play when he needed to. It literally is run full speed, then stop and play basketball defense on somebody. Like that's very hard to do. You have to be athletic to do that.
And when I say athletic, so there's a couple different athleticism. So I'll be talking sometimes like that guy's really athletic, and I'm talking about Russell Westbrook, runs fast, jumps high, good hand-eye coordination, just a freak athlete. Then I say, oh, that guy was a good athlete because he could play basketball, baseball, football. You know what I mean? Like anything the guy picks up a bat or ball or whatever, he's just pretty good at it, pretty naturally. So he's a good athlete. But when I say athlete for him, it's not that overwhelming speed or athletic ability, but it's like how under control he is with his body. And like you said, it looks so smooth and athletic to him that it's so easy, whether he is reading, he reads his keys, he sees it's a run, and whether it's a running back going opposite or whether it's a running back coming his side or whether it's a quick pass. It's silly, bro. I will say there's only one thing that I saw in the entire highlight tape that I didn't like. He gets away with it, but I think that it could hurt him if it was, and it's not a bad habit because I've only seen it happen once, but there's a play where he's up on the line of scrimmage over here on the right side. So we're watching from the back angle.
I think I know the exact play you're about to say.
Quarterback here, and then they throw it to a tight end on this side. He comes from the right side and he blasts Buddy and he doesn't wrap up. And the guy goes down, but I'm telling you, if we're playing Florida in Neyland or we're playing, Georgia down
that guy's still running.
Yeah, you have to wrap up. Now, like I said, I've only seen him not wrap up. That time. There was a run play where he came up and did the shoulder and chopped Buddy's legs out, and he didn't wrap up then. It's less of important then, but like you can't do that shit in the SEC. But other than that, I mean, this is basically a 99.
Yeah, there's another one too that's coming up. It's a fourth down. It literally says before the play starts like a fourth down for them to stop. They run this like motion like sweep with the quarterback like also like reading the end man so he could take it. And there's like a lead blocker of the running back. The wide receiver is supposed to block Marcus. Marcus takes off, makes it to where the wide receiver can't get to him and actually like whips around him and falls to the ground, making a pile. He then gets to the running back and gets outside leverage on the running back and makes the running back stop his feet, which in turn makes that wide receiver who's coming on that motion and the quarterback exchange literally right up in there. So he takes out two blockers and then his other buddy makes the tackle. And I'm like, God dang, dude, like that is so impressive that you're able to do that and just be aware of everything and make it difficult on them. Like that is just positioning and understanding the game. Like it's not even being a freak.
You know, the other thing is too, and I'm watching that play just came up the fourth down and they're showing it from the top angle. I'm going to tell you what's really good about him is when he gets upfield, he does not give up lanes. A lot of people in all facets of football will come upfield and they give a lane. So meaning like, so if that would explain that to people might not know what we're talking about. Like if you're an outside linebacker, say you are TJ Watt and you got your foot in and you are just getting to fire off the ball. Well, there are plenty of times where the other team will let you fire off the ball. They'll have the blocking scheme where they kind of let you go where you want And then they're just, when you realize that it's going to be a run right on your inside, you turn and there's a Kyler Kerberson standing there waiting on you to block you. And it doesn't have to be a pancake block, but if you get one little hand on, he can't, you know what I mean? They use some of that aggression against you.
Yeah.
But anytime I've seen him come upfield, somehow, some way, he doesn't allow something to come right back inside of him. Like he still, like you said, he plays with that good position. He doesn't look out of position, because on this 4th and 4, I mean, I swear he runs up probably. Let me rewind it here. I mean, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's probably run 6 yards in the backfield. You know what I mean? And it was just, it worked out because it looked like it was going to be like kind of instead of like a handoff and they're getting up the B or C gap. I mean, they're trying to really get this thing out, and he just smokes it by himself and holds people there. So I'm telling you, this guy can come play. I mean, he could play safety. He can play the star position. I mean, he does everything very, very well.
Very well.
I like it. I'm very, very, very impressed. Very impressed. Like
yeah,
I said,
I'm excited. I hope people watch this and like really like give this man his props in this class. And I hope, I mean, like you said, it's one of the more impressive films you've seen. Like, I can't believe he's a 3-star.
/4-star on some other ones. He's a problem. He's a massive problem. Like that's my thing I like to say. This kid's a stud. He's a problem. He is. I mean, I can't wait to watch him get on. I mean, he's got a whole nother year of high school. It'll be fun to watch that tape. You know, the more I watch it, I do see him being a star or more of an in the box safety. But I just see him, how fluid he moves. That if he needs to kick back, he can absolutely kick back. Like I said, bro, all the film that we've watched during the podcast for these 2 years, or just all the film that I watched when I was playing and wanted to see other people. And I mean, it's impressive.
It's crazy. It really is. That's why I'm like, why is he a 3-star in some places? Like this should climb as he goes through his recruitment. Like it should climb.
He's got a couple good plays here against Beard, and I don't know how
and dude, so that's his junior highlight. Like the main one is like his junior highlights. It's like 10 minutes. It like there are so many good plays on there.
So I got one here. He's let's see what he's playing. I promise I'll be done after this. But he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's like 10 yards off the ball. It's man-to-man. This is very typical of something that you see in college all the time. Willie Martinez, he lets his safety / whatever come up, man-to-man, you're 10 yards deep. And he's got this guy 10 yards deep. Right when the guy turns, he opens up, and he runs with him. And it's just great coverage. It's one-on-one in the slot, which is extremely difficult to do.
Yeah, they have all the direction in the world.
He runs right with him. They chucked it up to his guy, and he goes up and looks like he bats it away. So I don't want people to think that he can't cover, because so much of his highlights are playing that rover. But this guy just tried to run a whip route on him, just sitting on it. So I guess later in this highlight tape, I mean, he's showing a lot of these where it's not a highlight because the ball's not coming his way, but it's a damn highlight because he's on these guys like freaking me on pastries. I mean, he's all over. I'm done. I could go all night. She's a stud.
I know. It's crazy. I love it. I love adding one of these guys early in that signing class and just building off of it. Freaking Willie Martinez, just finding the gems, baby.
I just love that we've gone DB, DB, DN, DN.
Your perfect world. Where are the big uglies at?
Well, we got some DNs up there, but I mean, we have not broken down Jonathan Eccles yet, Carson, or Caleb, and Caleb's a 4-star DB. He's the one from Lipscomb. I'll be excited to watch Caleb's, which we haven't yet.
Let's do it again. Let's do it as we go through these weeks, and we'll just add it as our extra one.
Yeah.
We'll do a little quick 10, 15 minutes on them.
And I'll be excited to see if Caleb's as good as Marcus.
We'll see.
We'll see. That's going to be damn hard to beat.
All right, man.
See you, loser.
See ya. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. If you are watching, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're just listening, rate and review, download and re-download. It helps us so much. We also have merch right now. How we doing, bud? T-shirts in orange and white. So you can click the link below and go check those out. Follow us on social media at Believe in Tennessee for our main account on Twitter, at rbacon26read, at Kyler Kerberson for all social medias, myself. And just really appreciate you guys. You're the ones who keep it going. Thank you guys so much. And as always, go Vols.